name's Nic Maddinson, and I absolutely know nothing about it. I was born in Nowra on the south coast, in the Shoalhaven Hospital. I'm the oldest of 5, so was all sort of new to my parents. But yeah, I've lived down there since I can remember, and sort of moved out of home about 3 months ago now. I've had 3 brothers and a sister, all younger. My brother is 17, one's 15, a 10-year-old, and then my little sister is 7. Yeah, I still like to see them as much as I can, and there's never a day went by where we weren't playing football or cricket out in the front yard, and always sort of had a big team to play with. So yeah, it was great fun, and yeah, something I always remember. I started off at Vincenia High School, which is down near Jervis Bay, a bit further down the coast. I was there for 2 years. That's where I grew up, and sort of hated being at school, but I played that much sport, so I was sort of got out of there a lot. I played rugby union and league, probably up until I was about 13 or 14, and cricket, and still play golf now. So that was the sports I grew up, but I'd always wanted to play cricket, so the others sort of always took a back seat to the rest of it. Yeah, since I can sort of remember, about 5 or 6 years old, when I first started playing and going to my dad's cricket every Saturday afternoon, and yeah, it was something I always wanted to do, was play cricket for Australia. I sort of can't remember any stage where it wasn't my goal, so, and wasn't something I wanted to do as a career. So yeah, since I can remember, it's all I've ever really strived for. Well, I sort of just got used to living in Sydney, really. I moved up 3 months ago, and just getting used to the travelling around and a bit more hectic lifestyle than the south coast. So yeah, it's been good fun, and now hopefully up at the Centre of Excellence I'm getting into a business certificate up there, so hopefully it can keep my mind on the job. I actually went to Brisbane for the academy last year, the Centre of Excellence, for 3 months. That was really my main and the only time I'd sort of been out of home for longer than a few weeks, so it was pretty scary at first, but yeah, I loved it, and sort of made me move to Sydney a lot easier. And yeah, I really enjoy the city and what it has to offer, and I love winter, to be honest. Yeah, I love, especially in Sydney, it's not as cold as what Melbourne is, but it still gets down. Yeah, I don't know why, but cricket's played in summer, but I just love winter and love the cold, and enjoy being at the snow as well. I went probably 4 or 5 years ago when I was at school. Yeah, it's something I loved, and I'd love to get back down there sometime. I live on the PlayStation really when I'm not playing cricket or golf. So the last month or two when I've moved up, didn't really have much to do or know that many guys. So it was sort of the PlayStation was what I stuck to, just sitting in my room playing games. So yeah, I love it. Go through different stages. Really got into NBA at the moment, but before that it was Call of Duty, and we used to sort of hooked it up online, so we played against all the guys in the blue squad. I think at one point there was about 10 or 11 of us all at once, so yeah, it was really good fun. I love the Phoenix Suns just because of Steve Nash, and but he's sort of getting a bit older now, and I've sort of started to lean to more of the few younger guys, so still like the Suns, but I like individual players more than the teams. I live on YouTube all the time, but yeah, just sort of got into Twitter lately, seeing what it has to offer. Some of Michael Jordan's slam dunks from the 90s, and it's unbelievable, so that's mainly what I stick to. Or yeah, look up a lot of basketball or some golf stuff on there, and seeing some amazing shots or highlights from years before I sort of got into the sport is something I love to watch. I have an obsession with even numbers. Gets to a stage where everything I do is sort of in even numbers, whether it be the TV volume or how many times I drink out of a cup or things like that. It gets a little bit compulsive at some stage, but yeah, that's not really a superstition, just something I always do. Yeah, I've always had a blue heeler cattle dog since I was sort of 5 or 6 years old. I remember the day I went out and picked him up and carried him home in the car late one night. So yeah, family pet since I was really young, and yeah, I still love getting home and playing with him, and yeah, just running around in the backyard and stuff. Favourite belonging, it'd have to be my Blues cap. I got it at the start of the season, and something I didn't expect to get this early. So yeah, that'd be my most cherished possession, and if the house burnt down, that'd be the only thing I'd take out, I think, if I could take the one. So yeah, that's definitely my most prized possession. I've really got into cooking up omelettes lately, actually. I love a good egg in the morning, so just sort of got into the omelettes, which I've been having a few of lately. Otherwise I stick to the muesli. I think sort of having the 2 Sydney teams and all the new coaches and colours and everything sort of coming to the floor now, and still sort of getting organised at the moment, but I think it's going to be a massive step in cricket for Australia, and hopefully can continue along and have the success that the IPL has had.